So today I'm gonna go ahead and show my favorite settings for the Ronin S for real estate walkthroughs. Stick around. What's up? Welcome back, everybody. My name is Original Dobo, and here on my channel, I do drone and tech related content. So if that's your jam, definitely go ahead, hit that subscribe button before you leave this video. So today I'm gonna be talking about my favorite configurations for the Ronin S. This is a gimbal that right out of the box, it does need a bit of fine tuning to get it working just right. Now, when I first bought this, I thought I could just throw the camera up on it, walk into a house and get amazing stable footage. But boy, was I wrong. I actually ended up having to use my Moza Air Cross because I wasn't happy with my initial passes from the Ronin S. So today I want to go ahead and spare you, hopefully, from going through the same thing that I did with this gimbal, and then I'll explain a little bit as to why I made the changes on my configurations that I did. I'm going to start off with the motor parameters first. Now, the motor parameters, I am doing an auto tune, and I do have my auto tune set to low. I think with a rig like an A6500 or even an A7, if you're not using a cage, you really shouldn't need the mid settings. I think that would be for something with a bit heavier of a lens. Typically, I'm using a 9mm Laowa lens, or I'm using this 10 to 18mm Sony lens, which I think is more than adequate for a low configuration. You could bump it up to mid, but I feel like the motors are just a little bit overzealous, and I'm really looking for that flowy feel. Moving over to SmoothTrack, yes, you do want to make sure SmoothTrack is enabled. It does make a huge difference. Now, for my pan settings, I do have the speed set to 6. I find that that gives me the most control. My deadband is set to 10, and what the deadband is going to do is control how much movement I actually need before the camera actually starts turning. So if you're walking around corners in houses, this is what is really going to make the biggest difference. And you can see it's very, very smooth, and it just sort of has a flowy feel to it. And then the last thing is my sensitivity. I do set that to 15. I feel that 15 is like that perfect sweet spot. Moving over to my tilt, I use a lot of default settings with the tilt. I have it set to medium, low, and low, which works absolutely perfect. And then as I move over to the roll section, I don't have anything set to roll. Now, the reason why I don't set anything to roll is because I do keep that and reserve that for my third mode configuration. And there are 3 modes on the back side of this gimbal. You have 1, 2, 3, but I just leave it really set to number 1 all the time. I think that's one of the most annoying things about this gimbal is where the mode button actually is. My thumb always hits that while I'm filming. So if I can make one suggestion, and that is to get yourself a dual handle grip. Now, with all that being said, I want to go ahead and play some test clips that I have from some properties that I've shot with the Ronin S with these settings, so you can get a good idea of what results you can produce. Now, personally, I really do love the way that this gimbal works. To me, with these current configurations, I feel that it works a lot like a glide cam in the sense it's just sort of naturally moving and flowing, yet the horizon always stays stable, which is a big thing for me. Horizon stable is like a must when you're filming real estate, especially for clients that are paying for these jobs. So give these configurations a try for yourself. Let me know how they work. Again, this is an A6500, but it should be comparable for most small cameras like a GH5 or GH4. Well, GH5, G7, I would say, would be a little bit light on the light side, but a low setting would definitely help with that as well. But let me know what you guys think. If you have a Ronin S and if you've tried these, I'm always interested in hearing more about what other people have used with this gimbal to try to make it as perfect or as smooth as it could possibly be. But just a bit of a disclaimer, it doesn't matter what configurations you load to your Ronin S, if you don't have that ninja walk down, you're still gonna end up with that bobbin effect in your footage. But anyways, I hope this helps if you do have this gimbal. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to go ahead and drop it a like and subscribe if you haven't. As always, guys, stay original.